Hello friends, welcome to Inheritance. I hope you are all well. So we have uploaded a lot of videos in the last week. I hope you are watching and you are loving it. So if you think our videos are good, then do vote in the polling section. You will find in the community tab, and keep loving and keep supporting us. And also subscribe the channel Inheritance, and also join the Telegram group. You will be provided with PDFs. So today we will discuss a data interpretation questions. It is the exam level questions. Exactly this kind of questions are asked in RRBPO or IBPSPO prelims. So this is a DI, a pie chart. Let's check the DI first. This is it shows the percentage of female voters in 5 different villages out of total females in 5 villages. So there are total female voters in these villages are 12,000. So there are 12,000 female voters in this village, and their percentage of female voters in A, B, C, D, and E. These 5 villages are this 12%, 20%, 30%, 80%, and 20%. Okay, I hope you understood the data. Now let's see the questions. So the first question: what is the sum of male voters from village A and village B together if total voters, male plus female, in these two villages are 7,600? So we don't know the data of male villagers. Okay, we only know the female voters. So we don't know the number of males living in the village or the number of eligible voters from the males, but we have only data of the females. So we need to use this data carefully, and we need to use this when it is needed. We will definitely try to avoid this, and we will see if we can calculate it without, without this big data, because when you are having these percentages, you can also solve at least 3 out of 5 questions using these percentages. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. What is the sum of male voters from village A and village B? We don't know that. If total voters male plus female in these two villages are 7,600, so we will first calculate the female voters. Okay, village A and village B, which is 12% and 20%. So 12% and 20% is how much? 32%. So 32% are female voters in these two villages. So total voters are 12,000. So 12,000, 32% of 12,000 is how much? Right. So if we cancel the percentage, it will be 2020, and it's like 120 into 32. Okay, so 120 into 30 is 36 and 00, and 120 into 2 is 240. So it will be 3840. So females are 3840 in these two villages, and total 7600. So how many males are there, male voters? 7600 by minus 3840, which is 3760. Okay, so option A is the correct answer. I hope you got it. Let's see the next question. What is the ratio of total female voters from village C and D together, and to the total female voters from village B and E together? So C and D, C is 30%, D is 18%, divided by B and E. B is 20% and E is 20%. So 20% plus 20%. See, we are not using this data. Why should we use it? Because we already know that is the we have to calculate the ratio, not the actual value. Okay, so 30 plus 18 is 48%, and this is 40. So if we calculate the value this and we divide it, then it will also be the same ratio. Okay, so we will not use this big data. We'll try to avoid any kind of calculation as much as we can. So cutting it would be 6 and it would be 5. So 6 by 5, that is 6:5. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. So let's go to the next question. Average of female voters from village B and C together are what percent of female voters from village D? It is from, actually it is from. Average of female voters from village B and C together. So B 20%, C 30%, which is 50% together, and average. So it would be 25%. Okay. Are what percent of female voters from village D? So in village D there are 18% female voters. So 25 is how much of 18? We have to calculate it. Okay. 18 ones are 18, 7, it will be 70, 18 3s are 54, and it will be 16, so 160. So 18 8s are 144, then another 16. So 18 8s are, so it would be like, continuation of this. So we can see 138.8 or 138.889, something like that. It will be a continuation of 8. So this is the closest. So we will click on this option. This will be the answer. Okay. So let's check the next question. Total female voters from village A and C together are what percent of female voters from village D and E together? Total female voters from village A and C. So 12 and 13. So this is 12 and 30, total 42%. Are what percent of female voters from village D and E together? So in D 18%, E 20%. So 18 plus 20, which is 38%. So 42% or 42 is how much of 38? It's like 42 is how many percent of 38? So if we multiply 100 into it, it would become 242. It will be 21, and with 38 it will be 19. So 21 by 19%, or 21 by 19 into 100. So this is the answer. We can already see that. So there are some close answers. See, 22 by 9, 21 by 11. So these options are given, so you make a mistake. It will lead you into a mistake. So be careful with the options. Let's check the last questions of this DI. If ratio of male to female voters from village C is 6:5 and from village D is 4:3, then males from village C are what percent of males from village D? So male to female voters from village C is 6:5. So see, village C there are 30% voter. So 30 is female. So females ratio is 5 and males ratio is 6. So if 5 is 30, then 6 should be, 5 multiplied by 6 is 30, then 6 multiplied by 6 would be 36. Okay, so male, if female is 30, then male should be 36 in village C. And from village D, 4:3. In village D, 18, 4:3. If 18, 3 is 18, then 4 is 24. Okay. So males from village C are what percent of males from village D? So males from village D 24, males from village C 36. So 36 is what percent of 24? It's 150%. Okay. See, we didn't use this value. Okay. So this is how we do when there are big values given, and we will avoid the values. I hope you like the DI. Thank you.